Today is Wednesday, May the 22nd, and the market takes, the market gives, and the market takes back. So today we had advancers leading decliners by about 2 to 1. So we're going to see the McClellan oscillator come down as opposed to touching zero or that previous high. The oscillator is going to be coming down, so it's a downwards momentum now. But we could see this type of churning that we saw just a few weeks ago. The only redeeming thing is, like yesterday, the volume is below average at about the same levels in all three markets as it was yesterday. So below relative trading volume. And we saw the Dow just going up and down all day long. The Fed released minutes saying that, or people reading into it, that it didn't look like there was going to be any increase, any rate changes, increases or decreases this year. Of course, the market is hoping for a rate decrease because easy money is always welcome. But we saw in the last 15 minutes here, we saw this drop in all of the three indices. So this could lead to more down tomorrow. Let's just take a look at the SPX, which finished today just in this doji pattern, where you had neither buyers nor sellers being able to win. If anything, the sellers won because it's a little bit less than the halfway point in the candle. We did fall below the 50-day moving average, which is a bit of a concern, and we've fallen into the cloud. And on a weekly basis, we are seeing this 200 and this flat cloud as being very attractive, so we're keeping our eye on that. But is there anything to suggest? Let's look at the 1 hour, and not much there, except the 1 hour finished below the candle. This is a very big candle to try to beat, but if we can come up tomorrow, we've got Ichimoku resistance is going to be at a higher price level. So an open up could see a fairly good move, perhaps up to 28.66. Going to Apple now, down $4. This is all due, of course, to the Huawei thing and how China could turn on Apple and start imposing some restrictions on Apple that'll cut into their profits. Already they're talking about, Chinese are saying that it's unnationalistic to be carrying around an iPhone. But their Minister of Commerce today tweeted something from an iPhone, so there you go. We did see Apple getting rescued on the 50-day simple moving average for the Ichimoku span. Fell below the 200 after 2 days ago, getting support on the 200, fell below the 200, and pretty much had its support. When it came at its lowest, it was right here, and that's the bottom of this candle, today's candle. And let's put that line right at the bottom of today's candle, and you'll see that that value is the 50-day simple moving average that the Ichimoku span bounced off of. So if we don't have a bounce positive tomorrow, we could have a bit of a narrow trading day. If we come in, the Ichimoku span bumps into the 200 back here. But if it falls below the 50, then we got a problem with Apple. We have a serious problem with Apple. Caterpillar continues to lose. That's all I have to say about that. Gold is not a hedge for anything right now. WDC losing, and Whirlpool still not a time to, well, we've been saying this now for about a week. If you had bought on this bounce off the 200, you could have taken it off, some off here. You could have bought here, you know. I'd like to see it over the 200-day moving average. The whole market is a bit troubling, so I'm not keen on buying a new stock right now. So what can we expect tomorrow? Let's look at the sectors that didn't do too badly. Technology was sort of split. Finances hurt, and that was because the Fed's not going to do anything to help them by boosting interest rates. Consumer goods, Apple took down the consumer goods sector, although Amazon is a service. I think it's a consumer good, but it's stuck up here. Basic materials. This is on bad housing news and just generally the China trade tariffs may be here for a long time. So basic materials. Healthcare was a good place to be today, but not a lot of bright spots.